Here in the backyard portion of my garden, similar to the front, a lot of the stuff is bolting, even though this part of the garden gets only about 4 to 5 hours of sun. This is arugula that's bolting, lettuce is bolting. When you see that, that means the spinach is bolting. It's starting to form a little flower, so I'll cut that. Radishes, I watered them and watered them and watered them, and they just did not do well. I mean, there's some there. They're also starting to bolt, by the way. Garlic, it's dry back here, so these are actually forming scapes too. This is called a scape, and you cut that off. It's almost like eventually that will form a flower. The idea, and you can eat those. A lot of people make garlic scape pesto, and you can chop it up. It has a mild garlicky flavor. Even some of my kale is bolting, and it's a biennial. It's not supposed to do that, so I find it very odd that it does that. That's the dinosaur kale. The other kale is not doing that. There's the curly kale, there's the red Russian. We have a few potatoes here. This is the celery that I was growing. That is growing slow, but you can start to see the stalks. So that'll just keep growing, keep growing, keep growing in the next couple months. Broccoli, these will come out. Cilantro bolting and flowering. These are all my potatoes. The plants look great, but it's been very dry, as I've said several times. So what we really need is a big thunderstorm, a big, inch and a half of rain to just soak everything, soak the ground. Carrots and weeds. So I've struggled growing those. Here are my herbs. More carrots. Finally was able to thin some of these, and that's what was left after I pulled out all the weeds. More garlic. These are all also starting to form the scape, so I'll cut those off. Here I have 3 determinate tomatoes. So these are the ones that only get about 3, maybe 4 feet high at the most. We'll form all of their tomatoes, and then they will die back. Big patch of spinach here. This is all getting cut. It is starting to bolt. More cilantro bolting. Bolting, bolting, bolting. All this is going to come out, except for the, I might saw back the cilantro and see what will happen. Parsley's doing fine. Kale is doing fine back here, although I put the protection around it. You can see they're over there. And they grew back, and I took the protection off, and the animals started chewing on it again. So for whatever reason, they just like these 2 or 3 plants here. Strawberries in here, there are a few, not as much as in the front. These are my measly beans. The problem was they didn't germinate. So I must have put at least 30 seeds in there, and I only got 5 to germinate. So I have some others that I started in little cells, and I'm going to put them in. They're actually a different variety. So I'll have some of the Romano, and then I'll have some of the, I think they're Kentucky Wonder. Some of the asparagus came up. Looks like 1 root, 2 roots, 3 and 4. That's it. 1 over there came up. So, well, it looks like a little tiny one over there is starting to come up. Actually, 1 there too. Okay, so those are doing okay. It's been dry, like I said, and it just needs continual watering. So, transitional phase. A lot of this is going to come out, and something else will go in. Thanks for watching.